Let me share my screen. Hope everyone can see my screen and hear me. Someone confirm.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, thank you. So just to recap the previous class, so from last two classes, we understand that what is SAP, the projects related, billing related, job opportunity related, who can learn, who cannot learn, and also we have seen that once that how the deal we will get it, who will work for the to get a project, and what criterias will be there to finalize the project and all. And also we have seen yesterday's classes, like what basis the resources will be hired, and how we decided the resources based on the project, based on the client business profile, like if they're into manufacturing, if they're into real estate or hospitality, whatever it may be, based on the project profile, based on the client profile, what kind of talents we required, those talent resources will be hired. So all these things we have learned. So now we are good that everything we understand. So now the finally see, Reliance has decided to get into an SAP, and SAP also did a sales of application to Reliance, and everything is done. And now see, the question is, in which system we wanted to implement, right? So if they're coming into SAP, if they want to implement the SAP, so in which version or in each application, and what is the exact software they wanted to implement, that has to be decided, right? So that will be taken care by the Reliance company. So either they wanted to install in what kind of SAP version or what kind of SAP application. So before explaining that, so you just want to know that, like I wanted to inform you that entire from the beginning to till now, what is the SAP journey and what are the versions, how it has been evolved by beginning to till now, how it has grown up, and what are the updates they got year by year and all. Just in quickly in a 10 minutes, I'll try to explain you so that you'll be aware of that, how SAP started, where it is now. Okay. So SAP overview, as I have already explained in the demo class, it's just like a normal thing I have explained. So if you are there in the demo, if you are not there, see, SAP application is related to completely a financial application. So it has been identified in 1979 by few former IBM employees. Okay. So few former IBM employees has been invented this SAP application, and they are created this SAP application for a easy process to easy to handle the accounting entries into the SAP application. So now let us understand that SAP journey from where it is started and how it is started, and what is what is ECC and what is S4 HANA. So we can learn the overview of ECC and S4 HANA. Okay. Sorry, 1972 it is invented. Okay, I mentioned 75. So here the first SAP version it started with, that time we were not calling as a SAP. That time we were calling as a R1, SAP R1. Even though application is SAP, we would have, so now how we are calling HANA, right? In the market ECC HANA we are calling. So similarly that time we are calling as SAP R1. This is the first version when they invented. First version of system for financial accounting. So it's a single tier architecture from running IBM servers and DOS. So which means that when they implemented SAP application, that time they call it as a R1 financial application, and the database is taken care by the IBM only. IBM servers and IBM database center, they are taking care. And second update they given in 79, they're enhanced the application, they improved the application and as a R2 in 1979. This is another update is received by the SAP R2. So this is like that time what they did, not only financial things, and they even added support for real-time data processing for across finance, also logistics and HR. They were added logistics and HR also. So when I was explained in the initial demo of SAP application, the main advantage why we are everyone coming into SAP is because every process can be accommodated in SAP, either logistics, sales, marketing, purchases, payroll, or real estate kind of thing. Whatever the business profile, whatever the client may have a business profile, everything can be fit into our SAP. So how it is happening, like how they came to this stage is they didn't came at a one single night or one single year. They keep on added their they keep on added the facilities the process into the SAP year by year like that. So first year only it's related to financial accounting. In 1977 they added logistics and HR facilities, and then in R3 system, it's 1992 2003 they updated their application. That time they even brought up introduced modules like FIMM, SD, HR. So integration between purchases and sales also they were developed, and now it came to the FIMM also into the picture. So like that, there will be a keep on updates will be there. One by one, they were keep on adding to the, they are understanding the market and what is the financial related things are happening in the companies. One by one, they are keep on adding from the day one to till now, whichever the new business kind of profile, if any company comes, that company has the process which is doesn't have in SAP today, they will work it on and they'll add that process into SAP, and they'll release the package. That is called version updates. Keep on the versions will get update. So key releases like in 1992 they released the 330 460 47 like that. So in 2003 what happened? In 2003 they have closed the R3 system. So they are invented SAP ECC, the more advanced version. So ECC they are invented in ERP central component. So now the R3 kind of a concept is ended here, and they started as SAP ECC concept. So in SAP ECC concept, they build like SAP NetWeaver and some kind of Oracle. They are dependent on the earlier that they were dependent on IBM DOS, right? So IBM DOS they were depending. Now for database and ECC onwards, the database is they created a database for a Oracle. So this is ECC started in 2004 as ECC version 5, 6, like this. They were started ECC and up to 2016. Enhancement packages, it started with ECC 5 to 7, 8. So we call it as EHP 1 phase to EHP 8 phase. The currently whatever the projects are there in across the companies is running on SAP ECC EHP 7 or EHP 8. In this version it is running currently. So now out of 100 projects, 85 projects are still in ECC platform only, and remaining 15% are moved to HANA. So this is the latest version of ECC. So the ECC still it is running, and why we given here 2006 to 2016 is after 2015 onwards, SAP S4 HANA implemented. It's for the market it came new product. This is also SAP product only. See, these are all same. There is no changes at all. Even if the R3 ECC only they're changing name and they're attracting the business to different graphical user interfaces. The way of looking is different. Some fields are changed because they wanted to be update in the market, right? If they are keep on in ECC, people think that these people are not even developing anything. So I don't think so. We should be with these guys, and any other new applications in the market, we can move on to that. Make sure to the existing business clients they don't want to move for other applications, they want to keep with them only. That is why this SAP will keep on doing this kind of new inventions, new introduce new business facilities and existing business facilities. They are simplifying concept, they are their training innovation centers. Like in near Devanalli, they opened a very big SAP center. So what that in that center they do, either they'll sub customer support, this kind of projects handling, and they will be in research and development. Like they are working, keep on their application only, how to simplify that. Keep on the research will be continued. If suppose today one process is there, how better we can simplify furthermore. Like that, they will keep on thinking the concepts for the business. Like that, a new products they will be keep on introducing. So SAP S/4HANA implemented in 2015. From 2015 to till now, there are lot many versions has been released. So S/4HANA, it's a database. Why this is S/4HANA built means, so earlier it was handling the database handled by Oracle team. Even the SAP application backend database was storing and handling by the Oracle team. What is the importance of database backend? That I'll explain in the next classes. What it will impact actually. So now it's a simplified model. So in S4HANA, like simplified model, theory, real-time analysis, these and all I'll show you in the differences. So S4HANA started in 2015. There are a lot of versions. Right now, the last updated version is 2023. So if you want to see the detailed kind of versions, here I'll just go through the slides. You just have a look on it. So S4HANA, all reviews overview. You can just have a some kind of a description. Is a next gen relation ERP solution. This is a streamlined business process using in memory, database in real time, analytic decision making. Since it is launched in 2015, it has been keep on going the multiple releases. First release is 2015. We call it as a HANA 1511. If someone asking like which version of your working means HANA 1909, 1809, like that. So I was implemented S4HANA implementation project in 1909 version. So in 2020, I was implementing 1909 SAP project in TCS. I was in TCS that time. I was part of this version implementation team. So like this, 161 version, 17.0 version, 18.9 version, 1909 version, 2020 version, like this keep on they release the versions, SAP S4HANA versions. So latest version is 2023. So this is how the SAP S4HANA journey is started. So S4HANA journey is started. So from the beginning of a small application to now it is in a world largest SAP, world's largest finance related application is one of the leading one is an SAP application. So in S4HANA itself, we have a multiple way we need to handle multiple kind of concepts we have. So versions of S4HANA itself, we deal with SAP S4HANA public cloud, S4HANA private, S4HANA on-premises. So there are these three things are main. So what is the difference between, see, application is same. So application is same, either ECC and S4HANA. So both are same only minimal changes will be there. There is no much changes. Only they're trying to push every client into the S4HANA forcefully. So that is not happening now also. They keep on extending their deadlines and keep on there. Still people as everybody like ECC only. Forcefully people are moving S4HANA because you'll come to know the difficulty of the screens and all. Okay. So now in S4HANA ECC we have, right? ECC plus database. We're having a database backend systems and all. Now in S4HANA, as I shown you in a screen here, SAP S4 public cloud and private cloud and on-premises. So S4HANA is a single system only. But what is this versions means? If someone asks you an interview, what is public cloud or what is private cloud, what is on-premises? This is pure technical thing, but still you should not be in a blank if someone asks you this question. So that is the reason I'm explaining. The public cloud means, see, S4HANA application we will install, right? Installation we do. When we install, the backend technical database has to store servers and IT staff to take care all this. The backend technical things, a lot of things will be there, right? So if you are opted, suppose our Reliance company opted S4 on a public cloud. If they buy this package, SAP S4 on a public cloud, if they purchase this one, everything will be implementation and all things will be taken care from our end. The back end database, server, IT stuff, these things will be taken care by the SAP will be responsible for entire thing back end. See, if suppose if you save one image in your phone, where it will save? In your gallery, right? So earlier, whenever we buy the mobile phone, either the if you click a photo, it will store in your mobile galleries, so you can access from there. Or else, what is the other options we have? Either Google Photos introduced, Google Drive is introduced by Google. So what it is happening, as soon as you click a photo, it will store in your gallery, as well as it will synchronize to the Google Drive as well, right? In Google Drive also, your photos, videos will be synchronized up to where you synchronize. If Google Drive is given a free of cost like a 50 GB, 100 GB, it will synchronize up to that. After that, if your phone is overloaded, so if you're using Apple will suggest you always your storage is completed and out of storage, buy a packages 200 GB per month, 100, 500 GB per month, like this 1000, like that we can buy the cloud storage, so that even though if your mobile capacity is 100 GB only, you can take 500 GB, up to 500 GB data also, because that is auto synchronized to your backend Apple storage. I'm just giving an explanation of mobile. So here in SAP also, whatever I enter and save, if suppose something like cost center related entries we have posted, example, this document I have posted cost center related, so this document has to save somewhere, right? This document saving in the database, that database will be taken care by the SAP. They are taking care everything in the backend. That is called public cloud. So to give you more information on the public cloud, we can just go through this information. Okay. So public cloud is cloud computing model where services like server, storage, database, and applications are offered over the internet by third-party providers such as AWS, Microsoft, Azure, Google Cloud. So these things will be offered, but SAP will be managed. This will be managed by SAP only. Provided managed infrastructure is owned. So if you want to set up a database, it is a very cost effective, right? So they need some place, they need some building, they need some hard disks and wires, like chips, memory cards. So many things needed to set up that entire data center. You might heard about data center is very costly, and that has to be in a minimal with AC, some kind of a temperature. So always the internet need to be support, otherwise the applications will not work. Make sure it should be safety with the fire, and a lot of challenges will be there. The data center will be taken care by completely the SAP. So access via internet, no need of internal server hardware. So no need of internal server hardware. Reliance no need to take care of this. SAP will take care of this. Infrastructure and SAP will take care. SAP only take care. So this one is, you only pay what you use upfront for capital investment, because like how much data you store, for that much data related, Reliance has to pay the cost, because SAP is managing all the things in a public cloud. So we are using that public cloud, and we are not setting up our own data center. So that is why we are paying. We are using their SAP data center and we are paying. That is what public cloud. Completely SAP will take care. So this is just an information. That's it, guys. There is no versions, means again there is no differentiates between the SAP HANA. S4 HANA means S4 HANA. That's it. This is just a technical thing to take care. They call it as like this public cloud. Public cloud means managed and maintained by SAP. Okay. And SAP is for a private cloud. The private cloud means here, like I have explained you, right? Here we have explained channel partners. Okay. So here I explained you the channel partners, right? Similarly, for technical things also, SAP is interested to maintain the data center for Reliance client. For Reliance client, if SAP interested to maintain the data center for Reliance, then it will be a public cloud. Public cloud. public cloud. So this is the public cloud. Like how SAP is interested to implement, then SAP will implement the application. If they are not implementing, they'll give it to the channel partner. Similar way, the data related backend technical aspects also. SAP, if SAP want to implement, SAP want to take care the data center, SAP will take care for the Reliance client. This is the public cloud. We call it as a SAP S/4HANA public cloud package. Similarly, if SAP doesn't want to maintain their data, the cost is high. Reliance doesn't want to go with this SAP. Again, the cost effective. Reliance is step back. See, SAP always ready to maintain because SAP need money. If client is ready to offer that money, SAP will give the service. So client is decided whether to go with the public cloud or not because of costly. So then what they will look, the alternative things they will look. Alternative things what? Again the channel partner. In technical aspect, who is the channel partner? AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. These are the channel partners for technical things. So then if these people are, if Reliance going to give it for channel partners, then it will become a private cloud. S/4HANA private cloud. S/4HANA private cloud. So this and all not needed, but you have to know this because job market is like, they can ask in any way the questions like in any corner. So private cloud means, see, still it is managed by SAP only. So even though if channel partner, again they will buy certain things from, but these people will have some kind of packages and discounts. They are regularly doing business with SAP, right? These will get some concession. These will have dealings with SAP. Again, channel partners also depends on SAP only. End data will flow to SAP only, but these people can do it in affordable price. So that is why the data center, everything will be set up by this third party channel partner. So here data center investment will be done by AWS or Azure or Google Cloud, because once they will do the data center setup, how it works for them is in one data center they will be handling multiple clients. Like if suppose if you want to build a parking, if you want to build a one, if you have a car, you want to build parking space, you need to make it ready. Means for one car, if you investing for parking slot, it will be costly. They can do it parking slot in a bigger way, and they can keep hundreds of cars in a parking lot. That will be easy for them, the cost cutting, right? They can collect the revenue, they can, it's easy to think like that. One data center they will keep it, they will invest on the data center is AWS, Azure or Google Cloud, and they will maintain all the clients related data into the one data center only. So they will maintain it. So one building, like multiple companies will be given for rent, right? Similar concept. So if you want to build separate building for your own parking, it will be a cost effective. If one building, the suppose AWS will build one big building and give it for parking for all the companies, like that, either all the rented like this. These channel partners will have the biggest data centers. You might have heard about in the news. The big data center is TCS has established their own data center, and like that, the share price will boost. The data center is the crucial part. Data is everything in nowadays. So like this, private cloud means it's very simple. Let's me quickly go forward. Yeah, public cloud, private cloud. So in the private cloud, you can see in the private cloud, single tenanted cloud deployment model that combines the flexibility of on-premises system with the benefits of cloud infrastructure hosted either SAP's owns data centers or by certified hyperscalers. Just understand here. So here public cloud SAP only manage. Private cloud means flexible of on-premises system with the benefit of cloud infrastructure. It hosted either SAP own data center, or by certified hyperscalers, which means that SAP will these SAP will have a channel partners, certified channel partners, so that trusted channel partners, so that our Reliance easily can believe on this channel partners because SAP certified. Who's that hyperscaler certified partners? AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, but dedicatedly entirely to one customer. So they will take care of your data center for one customer separately. So even though like that, they can handle multiple customers, their business, these three people business itself to maintain the data for client data. So they're into the same business. So that is why they can easily handle for a lesser cost compared to SAP. So you can see here your organization has exclusive access in the infrastructure. So there is a pros and cons again over cloud, private, and all these things. So this is also our database handled by the different AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. So one last important thing is on premises. So one last thing is on premises. So on premises means we will not give it to anybody. As see, we purchase a SAP application, we will build our own data center. We only will maintain. So we will maintain our own data center. We will not give it to anybody. So on premises required in-house management. Traditional on-premises deployment offers maximum control and customizations requires in-house management. So on-premises means our SAP product, whatever we're implementing, the data also we only invest in our own data center. It's with us only on premises. One is public cloud. SAP helps in data center. Private cloud. Third party data centers like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Too many are there. I'm just taking a kind of, while typing, I may miss in the spellings, guys, in the just time constraints. Just bear with that. Third party data centers, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. On premises. On premises means our own database. Our own database. Our own database. The challenges is on premises means the cost effective, right? Again, we need to invest for our own database center to build. IT staff we need to recruit, data center machineries we need to recruit, the maintenance, power, internet, the first time capital investment, everything. It's a cost effective. So it depends on purely depends on the client whether which one they can afford, and even flexibilities. See, if they go with the public and private code, accessibility and all in a third party control. If on premises means in our control, whatever we wanted changes, we can do it. The pros and cons is these people can increase the price at any time. If suppose if you're staying in your own house, there is no one time investment, and you need not to worry if in Bangalore if it is a 2 BHK is 10K, 20K, 50K. You don't even bother like this on premises. If our own database center is there means it's a cost effective, but no need to worry about anything. In your house you can live however you want, you can change the modification, you can do it, you can put some pressure and more load or more whatever it may be. But public cloud or private cloud, it's not like that. So we need to depends on their packages. If we use more data, they'll increase the price, and year on year they'll increase the price. Changes will be there month on month, year on year, and they can restrict us. No, this is the agreement we had. You are trying to implement more company codes, and we need to enhance some more agreement to pay the more amount. Like that, pros and cons will be there if you choose for public or private, and data also in their hands. And on premises means it's a cost effective, it's own database center. However you want, you can use it. So let's show you that what is the own database on premises means. Just think. See here, if it is on premises, if our own database center means fully controlled infrastructure, data and security. Everything is in our company's handover only. Installed on company server. The servers also in our control, but we need internal IT teams. To maintain that, we need internal IT teams. Again, we need to hire IT employees to maintain security. So in your companies, maybe one storage centers will be there. People, ITI people will always taking care that temperature, electricity, power, all those things. And one-time capital investment on hardware and license. You need to get a license from the government to maintain the data center. Customization, easier specific business needs. So these are the key features will be there. The challenges is like, as we know that high upfront cost, server storage, power, cooling. So it is a cost effective requirement, IT staff and maintenance upgrades. Scaling means like this. We have, it's a pure technical thing actually. So, but to make you understand what is cloud public HANA means, you should not be in a blank mindset. So this is what the importance of this servers. Okay. So hope you understood what is the kind of where it went. Yeah. Hope you understood what is S4 on a public, private, and on-premises. This you can leave it. This is not important one. We will not deploy this one. So operational burden is hectic. This we are not taking much care. These three are the major: public, private, on-premises. So on-premises means everything you need to take care, from setup of data center, cost, employee, everything you need to take care all the time. So why we will give it to public cloud and private cloud? We don't want to take tension of handling all these things. Let it go the money, but let them maintain all the things. They are already experienced candidates how to handle the servers, data center, and all. If we are in a new way that we'll be facing a lot of challenges, I don't want to get into these challenges. So initial days they can give it to here, and later they can give it to on premises. And on premises is equivalent to, like, one more thing I forgot to explain. See, SAP, right? So we will be having another way of implementation. Either we'll give it to SAP, or either we will give it to channels, third party channels, or we can implement our own, like Reliance. So we call it as, you might have heard about, I'm getting into the job like service based companies and product based companies. Product based companies. So here, service based companies, we are implementing the SAP for other customers. Customers is nothing but a client. Other customers, nothing but a clients, anything who are implementing. Product based companies, assume that our Reliance is our product based. Reliance itself implementing the SAP. This is a product based companies. So they can give it for SAP, or they can give it for third party channels. They can even implement their own employees. They can hire all the resources, and they can done the implementation also. So like that also, we can three types of we can have it. We can give it for SAP, third party, or their own also they can implement. So product based means who are the client. Here Reliance is a product based. You can directly join. If Reliance is higher means you will be in-house staff. In-house staff. We call it as in-house consultant. In-house consultant means in-house consultant means in-house consultant means in-house consultant means you are working directly for a client. Suppose, assume that the Infosys got the Reliance project, right? Infosys got Reliance project, and we are working as FICO consultant. But Reliance also will have their in-house consultants. In-house consultant, they will hire for, even though they given a project for Infosys also, still they will hire in-house consultant. Still they will hire in-house consultants, because the in-house consultants will understand the Reliance business, and they will explain to our Infosys FICO consultant. They will implement like that. In-house consultant also is there. Once the implementation done, the support can be given to again. The support project can give it to again Infosys, or they can keep it. These things we will understand in the next. We can understand in the different types of projects. Okay. So now at least you clear what is SAP HANA, public cloud, private cloud, on premises. So I have given detailed explanation. Hope it helps you. Clear, guys, on this public cloud, on premises, and SAP versions? Somebody, yes or no?
Yeah, bro, clear.
Yep. Okay. So let's move on to the types of projects in SAP. So types of projects. So types of projects means, so if suppose you learn this course, if you get a job, you will be landing any one of the type of project. So what are the types of projects? Let us understand here. Types of projects in SAP. So there are three major types of projects, and three sub projects will be there. We will understand one by one clear way. So in the types of projects in SAP is one is implementation. One is implementation project, another one is support project, a rollout project, upgradation project, expansion project, enhancement project. Like that, we will be having multiple 5 to 6 projects we have. The major projects are these three: implementation, support, rollout. So let us, we will understand one by one what is implementation, what is support, what is rollout. Okay, we'll understand in deeply on these topics. So first thing that implementation project. Okay, first thing that let us take an implementation project. Let us take implementation project. What is implementation project? Implementation project is implementation project. It's nothing but first time. First time they are coming into SAP application. They didn't have SAP application so far. The first time they are using SAP application. Suppose we are discussing about Reliance, right? The Reliance, assume that they are using Tally software for finance. They are using Tally software for finance so far. And now they decided to come for SAP. They bought the application and all. Now they wanted to implement their Reliance company into the SAP first time. First time they are coming into SAP application. We call it as a implementation project. We call it as implementation project. When they're using first time they're coming into the SAP, this is called implementation project. So you can just go through this small information. Definition: first time SAP deployment in an organization with no prior SAP experience. So priorly they are using the Tally or PeopleSoft or Microsoft Dynamic or Oracle they might have using. So different things they might have using, different softwares they are using. So now they are coming first time into the SAP, means from the scratch we need to do it. Somebody ask you, if you say that in your resume, I worked on implementation, means have you worked on greenfield implementation? Implementation and greenfield implementation both are same. Greenfield means from very scratch you are there, or else one company code implemented, after that your implementation in the middle you have came on it, like that they will ask. So greenfield implementation is from scratch level, installing the SAP system to taking to the production live. That is called the greenfield implementation. So SAP deployment in an organization with no prior SAP system. The first time coming into SAP. The second thing that full cycle. So full cycle means, so we will explain this requirement gathering, blueprint, configuration, what are all this. You do not worry about this. We will take care in a separate session. So interviewer will ask you, have you implemented full life cycle implementation? When someone call you HR, they'll ask you how many implementation you worked. If you say one or two, have you part of end to end or full life cycle or complete project? You are you are part of that. So which means that full life cycle, full life cycle means from the beginning of the day 1 2 till the last date of go live, which means that production system go live, you are part of that project or not. That is the question they are asking. So you might have joined in between. After 30% of project completion, you will join in between and you will work 1 year and you will resign and you will move out. Or you will join in a 50% stage, you will stay till go live. Or you will join at a go live phase for the project. You will take care of the go live activities. Like that. So if suppose I'm resigning for my current job and if I get an offer in suppose in Dallas, if I'm going to that project, I never know which project I'm going, what is the project stage is. But they will put me in an implementation. That implementation, they're putting me in an implementation project means it doesn't mean that it is from the starting. It might be already started 6 months back, 1 year back. I'm going in between, right? So I'm going in between, and from wherever the tasks are there, from there I'll carry forward with my work. So like that, full life cycle means always in implementation, full life cycle. If HR asks me, you mention that yes, I was there from the day 1 to till go live. So then what are the things and all from the day 1, what and all will come? The gathering, blueprint, configuration and all. I'll explain you in a different session what are these. Let's not deviate about the project session. Today we are explaining the projects, different projects, and this will be explained in a separate session. So methodology, what is ASAP methodology, reactivate methodology? This methodology we will use in implementation, and duration maximum 6 months to 24 months for any of the project. And if it is very big project, it may take to, depends on the how many company codes, how big that company is, depends on that the duration will be increased. Minimum in any small company code also, only one company code also, we required minimum 6 months. It won't happen in a month. Minimum 6 months it will take. It's a minimum estimation to 24 months. It's a average calculations we have taken for this. Key focus, clean state setup, legacy data migration, change management, all this in a greenfield implementation. So in the greenfield implementation, what we will do, that existing in the tally, whatever the data is there, we need to bring it up for the SAP application. That is called data migration and all. I will explain in the ongoing classes. What is data migration, how we will bring it. So that I'll explain it later. So implementation means you understand that you might be part of implementation as soon as you learn this course, and if you get into the any project you will be in a part of implementation also. That is the reason I'm explaining from beginning, from very scratch, why I'm giving in details and all. You should not feel burden. Once we never know that if you're part of support project you can sustain easily. If you're part of implementation project, you should know how many types of projects, what is servers, what is on premises, what is public cloud, what is happening back end. So all this, what kind of meetings will be there, everything I'm going to cover. You need not worry. So this is a greenfield implementation first time. So then rollout project. So rollout project means, assume that we have a Reliance, we are implementing for Reliance, right? Reliance have so many business, right? As we explained in earlier, discussed earlier, Reliance Digital, right? Reliance Trend, or Reliance Electronics, or Reliance Geo, it's a telecom related, or Reliance Power, or Reliance Power. They have different businesses, right? First time they were implemented Reliance Digital and their company codes. First time they are implemented Reliance Digital business. They created a RIL 01 company code, RIL 2 company code, RIL 3 company code, like that. There are some multiple company codes under the Reliance Digital. Maybe Reliance Digital will have across all the countries or within the India. Like that, first time we'll implement Reliance Digital. This is the implementation. So a rollout project means they are successfully implemented one business scenarios or one business part. For Reliance, one business part successfully we implemented in SAP. Everything is going good. Everything is going good, and they're happy with the SAP, and they wanted to implement Reliance Trend also. Reliance Trend also. Then it will be a rollout project. They're already in the SAP. Now they wanted to implement for other business entity as well. Then we call it as a rollout project. Or else assume that under the Reliance Digital itself, RIL is India company, or this is for US, this is for UK, suppose. It can be anything. So they implemented only for India. Assume that they implemented for only India. First time they don't want to go for entire countries. They don't know how the SAP will impact their business and all. So that is why they went for only one company code they are implemented for a testing purpose. Only one Reliance Digital India they have implemented. The India company, it's running successful and they don't have any issues. They're happy with the SAP. And the Reliance Digital itself, the Reliance US entity, they wanted to bring it to the SAP. And this is also a rollout project. See, it can be they are bringing different business entity rollout. See, rollout is nothing but implementation only. 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 So first time when we are implementing, this is implementation. Second time for the same thing, the other country we are trying to implement, this will become a rollout project. So what is the advantage of rollout project is, you need not to do from the scratch. Already we had discussed, we are understand the business requirements, business process we understood, how the business profits, margins, plans, prices, products, and everything will be, we already gathered the information in India aspects, right? And the only at the rollout time you can copy the settings or certain configurations from the India company code to US company code, you can copy, and the remaining things we need to be modified based on the US. Like US taxation will be different, US discounts will be different, US salaries will be different, US price cost will be different, US manufacturing cost will be different than India. Like that, wherever required places to change the configurations, we'll do it in rollout. We'll copy the same as India, and will according to US whatever need to be changed, we will change it in rollout project. So if you see that rollout project some information, extending an existing SAP setup to new location, extending an existing SAP setup to new location or business units or countries. So first time you already set up for your country, India. Now you are extending for UK, sorry, US, the countries or business units. Reliance Digital, Reliance Trend, different business units, right? Reliance Digital is different, Reliance Trend is different, Reliance Geo is different, Reliance Power is different. Like this, units and location. Location is nothing but comes under countries only. So like that, first time you implement for one thing, that is a greenfield implementation. Then based on the first implementation company based, we will do the other company codes also. We'll do the implementation. That time it will become a rollout project. So use case, company expanding to new geographical or legal entities. You can see the scope here. Reuse core configuration with the localization. Example, tax rules, currencies, languages. So tax rule will be different India to US, definitely different taxation. Example, to make you understand easily, we just added here only tax rules because so that you can understand easily. So like that, we'll copy from India configuration to the US and we'll change the taxation configuration, tax codes, all these things. That's it. Company expanding to new geographical or legal entities. As I said, new geographical. New geographical can call it as a different location or different business entities, geographical or legal entities, because these are the legal entities only, right? US, UK, and these are also legal entities under the Reliance. Reliance is the main company. Under company, these are the sub company code, sub companies or sub company codes we have. And key focus, country specific adoption, master data replication, and training, which means that country specific changes we are doing it, either master data or trainings or whatever it may be. This is the rollout project. So clear guys, what is implementation and what is rollout? Any questions on this? Difference between the implementation and rollout project? If you have any questions, please ask me. Everybody is silent. Am I audible only, right?
Yeah, bro, got it.
Yeah. So everybody clear? What is implementation project? What is rollout project? If someone asks you what is implementation, what is rollout, are you able to explain? Silence, I'll take it as yes. So the interaction is more important in the classes so that you will boost me up to explain more and more. The conversation will help us to keep active in this session and it will make me active also to explain more data or more scenarios. Silence won't help us to you as well as for me. I'll feel like something I'm reading, I'm going on. That's it. So every class, I need a participation from each and everyone. Please speak up. Nobody will cross question or nobody will insult, nobody will ask. If you might be, see, you are knowing this new things, right? If you ask some question, it might be a right or wrong, it might be a useful or wrong, or it may be a, valid or invalid, whatever it may be. Nobody will think in a wrong way. You came here to learn, and I don't mind because I am learning so many things till now. So like you are new to the SAP application, you ask any either silly question or valid question, whatever it may be. Speak up, feel free to ask me a questions. If it is a valid, I'll answer. If it is not, this is out of the subject, I'll mention and I'll move on. Okay. So I just need yes or no whether you guys are understand implementation project and rollout project differences. Okay, I'll take it as an S. So which means that you guys didn't understand what is the difference between implementation and rollout.
Oh, we have understand.
Okay, thanks for your response. Okay, so support project. So support project means, let us come to the support project. So other thing is we were done implementation and rollout. We understand the implementation and rollout. So here the another one is support project. The support project means, so we have done the implementation. Reliance, the implementation is completed. The implementation won't there for lifelong. The implementation project will end either 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, right? Any one fine day, the implementation has to be completed. Once implementation completed, will you have any work here for all the people, like who are part of, like, if suppose we were so many consultants were hired for implementation project, right? So for implementation project related for these 3 years, they had 10 FICOs or 10 5 SDs or 3 or 3 ABAP or 3 bases, 3 security guys. All these people, approximately 30 to 40 people, we were working, right, for implementation project. Once the implementation completed, what next? Suppose, let us take in this way. Hero Honda bike, you'll purchase. Purchase is completed. So what next? So you don't have any link with this Hero Honda company. So after once you purchase the Hero Honda bike, do you have any requirement from Hero Honda? You will go to the showroom, you will buy a bike, Hero Honda bike you will purchase. So after that, you need not to go back, look back to the Hero Honda showroom, or do you need any work
We
related?
we go for services.
Exactly, you are there. We go for services, right? So now you implementation is completed, but who will take care of your system, SAP system? So once Reliance is given an Infosys to implement the project, we have completed that, and we given a go live system, go live or production system to, and go live and production system we give it to the Reliance hand, right? So after completion of go live, so somebody has to take care their SAP application. Like after implementation, there will errors will come, or new process will come, or new tax rules come. So if you heard recent news, Nirmala Sitharaman changed the taxation percentages on every product and every services, and across the industry she changed a lot of taxation percentages she have changed. So who will take care of these changes? If suppose you purchased a bike, so you need customization, you need some customization, right? Who will do that? You can give it for showroom. If some engine repair will come, where you will take it? Honda showroom. Or some headlight issue, who will take care? You will go to service center. Any brake failure, where you will take care? Where will take your bike? So whatever the ongoing issues will come, whatever the ongoing issues will come, to take care that issues, we need a support, right? After implementation, any kind of issues in production system, any kind of issues in production system, or any changes in production system, or any user mistakes in production system, there is a FICO consultant required to correct these things. So, like, one of the user posted incorrect entry. She doesn't know how to reverse, or they did some blunder mistake. They made the payments to the wrong vendor. So they will not be having access. We will give only specific access. If somebody user is posting accounting entry, we'll give only accounting entry access. We will not give all the access to the single user. So in production system, whatever the issues comes, there should be a one team to take care. There should be a one team to take care. That take caring or that support, we call it as a support project. To take care the live systems, once the after implementation completed, post implementation, whatever the issues comes, to take care that, we need a one team from all the modules. We call it as support project. To support to support for after implementation, we need a team. That is called, we call it as a support project, or else AMS. AMS means annual maintenance support. Annual annual maintenance support. Annual maintenance support, we call it as a annual maintenance support. This support project, it's completely depends on the Reliance, whether they want to take care their in-house consultant. If they want to take care their, this support has to take care by own Reliance has to take care. If they are decided, we will take care of support, then what will be the, what will be happen, you will get a offers for, you might heard that I got an offer in product based company, which means that Reliance is the end client. Reliance itself take caring of support project. Reliance itself will hire the support consultant. Then you will be a in-house consultant. In-house consultant, and you will be a product based. You will be safe. Like, you'll be directly joining to the same company. So you'll have good salaries, whatever the perks, cabs, food, all these things will be there. If Reliance is decided to give support project, either it can give to Infosys, or it can give to any other company. It again, the same process will happen. Bids, open market, all will be competitive. Once the implementation completed, all the companies will reach out to Reliance, including Infosys. All the companies will reach out and bid the prices for supporting project. Yearly, we'll do in this much dollars. You can give me hourly $10 for one FICO, will maintain, or you can give $20 per hour, will maintain. Or else you do one thing, yearly you give $500 for our FICO consultant per year, will maintain. Like that, every company will go back and do the all dramas to get a support project. So they can give anybody, Infosys or any other company. They may think that, okay, Infosys implemented, let Infosys only maintain, let Infosys only maintain the support also for first year. I don't want to take risk by giving to other company. So let's Infosys take care first year support. Most of the times, 90% of the times, the company who is implemented, they'll get the first year contract for support. After stabilizing the system, because lot of errors will come after implementation. So if you give it for a new company, they will be again, they need to understand the entire system. It will be a big challenge. The first year support will be given to the same company. The second year onwards, once contract ends, once system is stabilized, they look for other companies and cost effective. So this is what support project. Understand how the support project is created. So now once you get into the market, you may landed in implementation project or in rollout project. Who's joining in the end moment? Anyone facing any issues like rejoining multiple time, Vanita? Okay, so where we are, we are get deviated.
I'm
Yeah,
facing some internet issues as well.
yeah, fine, Vanita. So next time, next Monday onwards, I'll give direct access.
Okay.
So you can join automatically. So
Okay.
so now I need to accept you. Then only you will be into the meeting. Otherwise, you will not be in meeting. You will be waiting in lobby.
Hmm.
Uh, so where we are? Yeah. So see, I got deviated. What I was explaining. Uh, yeah, Hinaus and Infosys. So once the contract is completed, they look for a other thing. These are the differentiates. So you maximum landed in implementation, rollout, or support. If you get a support project, you can easily sustain in the market. Even though when you are going for 5 plus or fresher doesn't care about anything. Nobody will tell you anything. You, even if you do mistakes, even if you don't do work, you don't know anything. They'll take it you as a fresher. So they will train you, they will guide you, they'll give small work to you like master data issues, some tax issues, very minimal issues they will give. They will make you to learn slowly. they'll train you they'll upskill you. So only the challenge is for the persons who are learning now, who are trying to shift their careers as 5 plus. They need to understand whatever I'm explaining. You need to give a focus and understand all the thing, all the knowledge you need to grab, because everything is one place you require to implement. Okay, these are the three main projects. The enhancement projects or upgradation projects are like any now GST implemented, that is enhancement project. So if suppose a Tata Nexon car, if suppose that is a new segment itself they introduced. So Tata Motors into the cars business only, but Tata Nexon is a new model, new brand they introduced. That time entire Tata Nexon related, we need to set up all the things in the system. That is an enhancement kind of a thing. So support projects and maintenance projects, we call it as AMS. Post implementation support for live SAP system. Issues resolution, minor enhancements, month end, year end support, and L1, L2 kind of complex tickets, minimal tickets, troubleshooting. These are all we'll understand in ongoing classes. And upgradation and migration project, right? Upgradation or migration project. What is this upgradation migration projects? So now ECC to S4HANA people are migrating, right? You may part of this project also. Upgradation or migration means transition from older system to new versions, ECC to S4HANA, like that. Technical upgrade, functional enhancement, compliance, performance, feature. So all these things. Upgradation means system to system. Okay. So development projects. So development project means any one specific business scenarios which is newly implementing, newly developing. So custom solution we are building. We are, if suppose you buy a Royal Enfield. I give an example. You bought a and you are a traveler, but you need a the basic standard Royal Enfield will not give that facilities. You need to put like whatever the customized bags, stand, and everything. Like you need to develop your bike as per your wish. That is a development project means as per the client requirement, whichever is not their standards, we will enhance and all the interfaces and everything will do it. That is called development. Enhancement means as similarly, if suppose in India, so earlier 5 6 years back, VAT concept, value added tax concept was there. Based on the material wise, we were decided the VAT. So once the GST came, they are bifurcated luxury items, food items, health items, insurance items, like that. Sector wise, they have put a GST, not the product wise. So like that, new kind of any major changes happens in the country wise or major changes happens in the business side, we call it as a enhancement projects. These are all part of support people only will do, or else in-house team will do, or else they will give it to you a mini project, individual contributor. Maximum these kind of a six type of projects will be there: enhancement projects, development project, upgradation project. So these are the seasonal basis, but these will be the support is forever. So once why we have always job security in SAP is two things you need to understand. AI cannot overwrite. AI cannot able to take over our jobs. It's not possible. Being working a human itself to understand, to update, to do things, it's a very lot of critical situation scenarios are there. So AI cannot take over our SAP jobs. First thing. That is why all across all Python or security, many people are coming and learning nowadays in SAP. The persons who has 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs package also they are trying to learn SAP because of future job security. So this is the first thing that one thing we need not to, we need to feel happy. AI cannot take over our jobs. Second thing that support project, right? Once they're getting to an SAP, realize getting to an SAP means they will lifelong they need a support consultants. So as long as they're into SAP, they need FICO consultants. They cannot either in-house or either service-based companies. Wherever the opening, who is the benefited? We are the benefited. If in in-house Reliance we have openings means we'll give interview, we'll get into in-house. If openings are there in Infosys, we'll get into Infosys. But openings are remains same. Always FICO jobs required. So in imagine that an entire globe, how many thousands, lakhs of companies are there? Most of them are implementing in SAP. Lot of openings are there in SAP. So many openings are there. So much actually. You can just check in Naukri. Lot of openings are there. So that is the advantage of learning for SAP. Okay. So these are the projects. So let's have a final look. Let's have an overall look before tomorrow we'll understand the landscape and all. And today, just to give overview, the differentiations, just high level small image I have taken over from the, well, here project type, purpose, typical duration, key activities. So here we can see all together in one screen. Greenfield means first time SAP setup, 6 to 24 months typical duration, minimum and maximum. It can be exceed 3 years, 4 years also if you are not developing in a proper way. So it's a full life cycle implementation from scratch to till go live. Okay. Rollout. Rollout project means extended SAP to new units or countries. So I'm just summarizing in the screen in a shorter way or easier way or in single line. Okay. Rollout. Rollout means extend SAP to new units or countries. It can be done in 3 to 9 months. Okay. Because everything will be there. We will copy only relevant required areas. We will modify the configurations, process, and everything. It's a localization replication training. Localization means we implemented for India, then we are implementing for US means the localization related like the local plants, local taxation, local tariffs, local sales, local equipments. Depends on that, their depreciation, whatever it may be. Localization. Support means maintain live SAP system, ongoing. What we do the key activities in the support project, ticket resolution, minor configuration changes. This is the activities we'll take care. Upgrade, move to new SAP versions, either within the ECC, like I have explained you right, in ECC EHP 1 to EHP 8. So before HANA, if they are in EHP 5 means when the new version comes EHP 6, then we need to upgrade that entire system. So that will take care of the data conversion, testing, remediation. Development is build custom solution, ABAP coding, testing, development. I explained you what is the module wise. I explained you what basis will do, what security will do, what ABAP will do, so what SD will do, what MM will do. All these things I have explained. In development, with the help of ABAPer, we'll do the coding, testing, deployments, additional things, custom things. In enhancements, add new features to existing system, which means that taxation system is a new system. We need to implement the new taxation. Config changes. Obviously, earlier we would have created a tax codes with 8% means now our Indian system changed for 12% means I need to change the configuration changes. The percentages I need to change. After that, after changing the percentages, whether the tax calculating perfectly or not, I need to test. I need to document it. So that is the enhancements. What if any new features comes? So let's stop for today's class, and tomorrow we can continue with the other topics. So tomorrow I'll explain you landscape and how the meeting culture will be there, other things and all. And Friday I will show you 2 3 steps configuration. Friday I'll show you the differentiation between both the systems ECC and S4HANA, and I'll take only 1 or 2 configurations. After Friday class, you people can decide to continue or to drop, or as per your wish. The whoever want to continue, the final confirmation is required from your end. So this is a 1 week class. I'm just giving you kind of a free training where you can understand that if you feel confident to proceed or move forward with me, you people can carry forward. If somebody doesn't like my teaching or somebody doesn't understand this course or whatever the reasons, you still have a chance to drop. If somebody is already paid also, I can return your money. Need not to worry on that. So if somebody already paid, I don't want to continue. I don't mind at all. Happily, you can ask me the things, whatever you back. So I'll return your money. You can drop. So I don't forcefully ask anybody to continue with my classes. Okay. Let's connect tomorrow. We'll understand the different topics. Okay. Just because before Friday, one class I'll take actual SAP class. Even if there is any theoretical explanation also, I'll stop and I'll take the configuration aspect. What is the SAP, how we will config, how it will behave, so that you will understand whether this application is complicated or easy, so that you can take a call. Okay. uh, I'll stop recording. If anybody has any questions, today's class, previous class, and you can happily ask the question. So daily basis, I'll give 5 10 minutes Q&A session. I don't keep it any month and 1 day or like after end of the course.